Bonjour, this is Madam Hess. How are you? Just here to teach you a review lesson on how to conjugate regular verbs. We have three types of regular verbs, regular ER, IR, and RE verbs. This is lesson 103. I hope you have your French notebook out with a pen or pencil in your hand. Taking notes is really important. Feel free to pause the video if you need to take notes, if you want to copy things down. And then you can use them when you do your practice exercises, quizzes, and tests. Okay, here we go. On y va. Okay, guys, the word conjugation, I think, brings a lot of stress and anxiety to students. But basically, conjugation means just take the verb and put it in the form that matches the subject, okay? So, pas de stress, no stress. And with regular ER, IR, and RE verbs, it's really very, very simple. You just have to learn the rule for, like, the rule for the ER verbs that tells you how to find the stem or the root to which you're going to add the ER endings. Then you learn the endings and voila. Okay, you put the two things together and you're now conjugating verbs. And conjugating, once again, just means putting it in the form that it needs to be so that it matches the subject. Okay, so what's the rule for regular ER verbs? Here's the rule. First thing you're going to do is you're going to remove the ER from the infinitive. This is the infinitive aimer. Aimer means to like or to love. Take off this ER, and whatever's left right now is the word aim, or as we would say it in French, am. This is the stem to which you're going to add the regular ER verb endings. Okay, this verb chart right here shows you the pattern. The endings in green, the letters in green, are the endings. And when I was in school, I memorized them. I memorized this verb chart, but I would start off with E, E-S, E, O-N-S, E-Z, E-N-T. That's how I memorized the endings. And I knew when I said E, I was talking about the je form because the verb chart was always je, tu, il, elle, nous, vous, il, elle. It's always in that order. So E, E-S, E, O-N-S, E-Z, E-N-T. Okay, so now we have them conjugated. So what do they mean? Well, what it means, if you remember, je or J apostrophe, if je is in front of a verb that begins with a vowel, je means I. And the verb aimer means to like. So when you put it in the form that goes with je, you are now saying I like. Okay, to aime. Notice that the ending is es. You are saying you like or you love. You can say il aime or elle aime. Il aime means he likes. Elle aime means she likes. Nous aimons, we like. Vous aimez, that's you like as in you all. If I were talking about all of you in my class, hey you, talking to everybody, I'm going to use vous. Or if I'm talking to the President of the United States or the principal of the school, I would say vous, because that's also how we show respect. And then il or elle down here with the ENT ending, ils aiment, elles aiment, that means they like. Ils is for a group of boys and elles is for a group of girls. Now notice something. With my little arrow, I'm going to kind of draw a shoe or a sock around these three verbs in the first column and the last one over here. So these four verb forms, j'aime, tu aimes, il aime, and il or elle aime with the ENT are all pronounced the same, even if the ending is different. J'aime, tu aimes, elle aime, ils aiment. Okay? Okay, here is a list of some common ER verbs, and I also have on here what they mean in English. Aimer, to like or to love. Regarder, to look at. Détester, to not like. Écouter, to listen. And when I say that a verb is a regular ER verb, all of these words you notice end in ER. So I can give you any of these verbs, and if you didn't have this chart ahead of you in front of you and you didn't know what it meant, you should be able to still conjugate the verb or put it in the form that matches the je because you know what to do, which is boom, take off the ER. So I would take off the ER right here. I'm just going to put my cursor on that. I'm hiding it, and I'm left with regard. And if I wanted to say I look at, I'm going to say je, and then I'm just going to add back an E. Je regarde means I look at. And you can do that with any of these verbs. They all follow that pattern. Okay, so now I'm going to have you try this a little bit. This first column is the subject, and the second column is the verb. So what you're doing in this column, you're looking for the verb that has the ending that matches the subject. Now with regular ER verbs, je and the il form have the same ending. They look the same. So you can either write down, like both letters. You can say that one goes with both, I don't know, just whatever. I'm not going to tell you because I don't want to give it away. The two possibilities, you can do the same thing for il, or you could just choose one for je and choose one for il. So give this a whirl, put the video on pause, and then when you turn it back on, we will move on to the answer, to the page with the answers. Bonne chance. Okay, here are the answers. So je can either go with danse, je danse, or it can go with joue, je joue. Je danse means I dance, and je joue means I play. 2 goes with regard, because that's the es ending. Il can either go with danse or with joue, because it's the same as je. Il danse, he dances. Il joue, he plays. Okay, nous has the ons ending. Nous étudions. Vous, you're looking for ez, which is up here, number A, parler. And elles, you're looking for the ent. Elles écoutent, right here. So how did you do? I hope you've got them all right. Always remember to check your notes and use them. You don't just write them and then forget about them. You got to use them. That's so that you can get the right answers. Alrighty, so now here we are with a category of verbs called regular IR verbs. Hopefully this makes a little bit more sense. You're starting to get the patterns. Choisir right here is the infinitive, and choisir means to choose. To choose. So what we'll be saying down here is I choose, you choose, he or she chooses, we choose, you all choose, they choose. All right, so you remove the IR, and you're going to replace it with, these are the endings, IS, IS, IT, ISSONS, ISSEZ, ISSENT. Je choisis, tu choisis, elle choisit, nous choisissons, vous choisissez, elles choisissent. Why don't you try saying that, like nous choisissons or elles choisissent? Put me on pause and try that. They're fun words. They're beautiful, beautiful words. They're so cool to hear. Okay. Now, so this, I guess I just went over what it means. I choose, you choose. Okay, so we know what they mean. Okay, here are some other regular IR verbs. Finir, to finish, choisir, to choose, maigrir, to lose weight, grossir, to gain weight, réussir, to succeed, grandir, to grow, whoops. Applaudir, to clap, obéir, to obey, désobéir, to disobey, but we never do that. Rougir, to blush, remplir, to fill, impunir. And any of these verbs on this list, okay, when we do our practice, you just take off the IR, and then you add the ending that matches the subject. That's what you do, and you're good. Pas de stress. Here are some examples. Je grandis, I grow. Nous finissons, we finish. Elles punissent, they punish. Tu grossis, you gain weight. Vous choisissez, you choose. And Marc rougit, Marc blushes. All right, once again, here we go. Let's take the je and find the je endings. Just like in regular ER verbs, je and tu both have the same endings, is, and then you go to it for the ill form. So you have two choices. You can either draw a line to both of them or just choose one for one and one for the other. Okay, put me on pause, do your thing, and turn me back on, and I'll show you the answers. And here we go. Now, je can either go with puni or it can go with maigri. I punish or I lose weight. Tu can go with puni or maigri also. The il form is it, il grandit, he is growing or he grows. Nous finissons, we finish. Vous grossissez, you gain weight or get fat. Elles réussissent, they succeed. Okay. Alrighty, so hopefully now you're thinking, oh my God, Madam Hess, do you have to be repeating this again? But that's good. Repetition is good. It's how we learn. RE verbs. All right, here we go. We have vendre. Let me just put my little cursor right over here. You cross off the RE, and the stem becomes VEND. Now, vendre right here means to sell. These are the endings, S, and you don't add a thing, nothing, zero, rien, nada. ONS, EZENT. And once again, je vends means I sell, tu vends, you sell, elle vend, she sells, nous vendons, we sell, vous vendez, you all sell, elles vendent, they sell. Okay? So, and do you notice that je vends, tu vends, elle vend, et elles vendent, they all sound the same. So here is a list of some RE verbs. Notice our list isn't as long. Vendre is to sell, répondre, to answer, attendre, to wait for, entendre, to listen to, perdre, to lose, and rendre visite à means to visit. Here are some examples. Je réponds, I answer. Nous attendons, we wait for. Elles entendent, they hear. Tu rends visite, you visit. Vous perdez, you lose. Marc vend, Mark sells. Try pronouncing them if you like. Pronunciation is always good. All right, here we go. Once again, the match game. So match the subject pronoun with the verb with the correct ending. And once again, je and tu are exactly alike. So either two lines or just write, you can write down in your notebook just two letters, or just choose one for each. Put me on pause, do your thing, and when you turn this back on, I'll flip to the answers. Okay, here we go. Je and tu. Where's my cursor? Je and tu can be perdre or vendre, B or E. Il is see, entendre. For nous attendons, vous répondez, and elles rendent. Okay. There you go, guys. I hope this makes things more understandable. I can hopefully this refreshed your memory so you feel a little bit more confident. Please use your notes. I hope you took them. Refer back to this video. It's always here. And good luck. Go back and try the practice exercises again, and I'm hoping that they will be a whole lot easier. Bonne chance, and let me know if you have any comments about the video. I appreciate it. À la prochaine. Au revoir.